Hey guys, welcome back to another episode with me, Budget Gaming HD, and in today's episode, I will be showing you how to secure your home Wi-Fi network like a pro, so you don't want to miss that. So in today's episode, I will be revisiting Mikrotik, and yes, Mikrotik is probably my favorite piece of kit technology, and I've got a lot of reasons why, but that's over and above what I have here for you guys today. What we will be doing today is disabling your main Wi-Fi network in your house and letting your Mikrotik can control that. This will become your DHCP server, your firewall, and your network monitor all at the same time. And it's very easy. As you will see from this tutorial, it only takes about 5 minutes and anyone can do it, and it's super easy to do. Before we start this tutorial, please remember to plug in your Mikrotik to port 2 as shown here. Now let's log into our Mikrotik. Remove configuration as shown here. Once the Mikrotik has been booted up, click on WISP AP, head over to the right hand side of internet and click automatic address acquisition. Click on firewall router, bridge all LAN ports and NAT. Oh, I forgot to put in an IP address. Let me just put in my local network IP address. And just say OK. Head over to the left, click on IP and services. I always do this as a rule of thumb. Disable everything except for Winbox. Go to the left, system and users. Please type in a username, anything of your choice, something you can remember of course. And then a password. Please be as complex as possible. Next, head over to frequency and click on auto. Now we want to go back to our main router. You want to log in so long, and then while we're waiting for it to log in, you want to click on security, WPA2, AES and TCAP. Head back to your router, say next. This is your household router. Essentially what we want to do is we want to disable the Wi-Fi of this router, but before we do that, we want to actually acquire our Wi-Fi settings. In other words, our SSID, which is the Wi-Fi name and the password. If you know this by heart, you don't need to do this step. You can just type it in manually on the left. However, if you don't know, you can configure it through your Wi-Fi network. You can copy and paste. However, I won't be showing you that today as my stuff is private. As I've mentioned, if you know your stuff by heart, you can enter it on the left hand side under network name. Mine is Gareth Sherry BT. And then enter exactly the same password. Now you want to click on DHCP server. And you want to give yourself some addresses to use. Now I already know I've got around 35, 36 devices in my network. So I'm going to allow for 39 addresses to be used as shown here. You want to get closely to that number as possible to disallow anyone to enter your network without you knowing. That's only part of the steps to secure your network. Now, plug in your Mikrotik to port 1 as shown here. Reconnect to it. You'll see you've acquired an address from your DHCP server. And all your networks are showing up. Everything would be connected automatically. But for us to be extra secure, you want to say copy to ACL. That just stands for Access Control List. Have all your devices moved to the ACL list and then click on Use Access Control List. All your devices will reconnect and successfully connected. The idea behind this so that you can control who's on your network at any given time. So in a nutshell, under firewall rules, you can get a lot more technical. You can block a lot of things, a lot of services as you wish. You can block SSH and Telnet, but as I've shown, under IP services, that already does it for you. Strictly speaking, you're a lot more secured now on your network than ever before. The next step is purely to protect you and your family from unwanted websites. Websites like maybe you guys don't like Facebook, YouTube, any social media platform, Pornhub, stuff like that. And even maybe you want to block some gambling sites. Here is how to do it. This is a manual process. You're going to need to find what sites you want to block, but in a nutshell, it's quite easy. You click on the plus sign on firewall and you click on general. The chain needs to be forward. The protocol needs to be TCP. You can make it TCP and UDP. You can double up on the rules, it doesn't matter. The content, you can call it Pornhub. You can put asterisks in front and at the back of it to make a wildcard if you do not know the exact location. Under action, click reject. And then head over to the right hand side and just put in a nice little comment. Just something to remind you of what you've blocked. The same for Facebook. You just repeat the same steps. You call it, the content is called Facebook. And that is you sorted. Considering your configuration went smoothly, take your Mikrotik down to your main router, plug it into port 1, and then any port on your main router. Essentially, in a nutshell, we've disabled the Wi-Fi on your main router so that you are in control of your network. You might be asking yourself, why would I want to do that? Well, the answer is quite simple. Let's say someone obtains your Wi-Fi password, they can easily get into your network, or if they find out your public IP address. So let's say they enter at router 1 at your gateway, they can't pass into your Mikrotik and your main network. So it kind of keeps you safe. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really did enjoy making this video for you. And if you liked it, please remember to hit the like and subscribe button, as it helps me to make new content for you guys. And I shall see you in the next one.